In the sprawling reaches of the galaxy, countless civilizations thrive, each boasting advanced technology, rich cultures, and intricate political webs. Yet amid this grand cosmic tapestry, one enigma remains shrouded in mystery: humanity. 2. Most humans are no more than a legend, a whispered myth from ancient galactic folklore. Stories speak of a race from a distant, obscure planet called Earth, whose members were said to possess unparalleled resilience and cunning. But no credible evidence of their existence has ever surfaced, and many dismiss these tales as fanciful fabrications designed to inspire awe or fear. The galaxy's leading powers, ranging from the ruthless warlords of the Drathari Empire to the technologically superior Velkari Federation, view humanity as an unsubstantiated myth, a relic of long-forgotten storytelling. Some speculate that humans might have existed eons ago but were wiped out by cosmic catastrophes. Others believe Earth was just a nursery world, abandoned and left to decay. But all agree, humans do not belong in the modern galactic order. Among the skeptical is Varnak, an ambitious scout from the Velkari Federation. Varnak's curiosity about the human myth has long set him apart from his peers. Despite the Federation's dismissive stance, he finds himself drawn to the tantalizing fragments of data: cryptic radio signals, unexplained energy bursts, and odd sensor readings near the fringes of the Sol system. These anomalies are dismissed by most as natural phenomena or sensor glitches, but to Varnak, they hint at something more, perhaps a hidden secret waiting to be uncovered. The story opens with Varnak on a routine reconnaissance mission along the edge of the Federation's territory. His sensors pick up faint encrypted signals that seem to originate from a planet orbiting a small yellow star, Earth. Intrigued, Varnak requests permission to investigate further, but faces resistance from his superiors, who warn him against chasing myths and wasting resources on old tales. Undeterred, Varnak secretly begins piecing together a mosaic of clues. Meanwhile, whispers ripple through the galactic networks. Mercenary crews share tales of strange encounters near Earth's star system, unidentified ships exhibiting unfamiliar technology and aggressive maneuvers. Smugglers report odd patrols disrupting their routes, and diplomats gossip about a rising power hidden from galactic politics. Yet no one can confirm the source, and the legend of humanity grows more tantalizing and elusive. Tensions rise as factions debate the implications of the potential return or awakening of humanity. Some see it as a threat to their dominance, a challenge to their supremacy that must be extinguished before it spreads. Others regard it with cautious curiosity, pondering whether humans could become valuable allies or dangerous enemies. The galaxy is at a crossroads, caught between disbelief and fear of the unknown. As Varnak digs deeper, he encounters data fragments describing humanity's history, tales of survival on a harsh, resource-scarce planet that forced humans to evolve. Toughness, creativity, and unity unlike any other species. The myths hint at humans' legendary endurance and adaptability, qualities that terrify and fascinate other species in equal measure. The first part ends with a dramatic cliffhanger. Varnak's ship intercepts an unknown fleet emerging from hyperspace, near Earth, a fleet unlike any documented in galactic records. For the first time, the myth of humanity steps out of the shadows, signaling that the galaxy's oldest legend might be about to rewrite the future. The galaxy's long-held beliefs about humanity are shattered in an instant. From the dark edges of space near Earth's solar system, a colossal fleet materializes, Earth's Armada. Unlike any known alien armada, it is a breathtaking assembly of warships and exploration vessels, bristling with advanced technology and radiating raw power. The arrival sends shockwaves through galactic civilization, turning centuries of myth and speculation into undeniable reality. The opening scene of this part is tense and cinematic. Alien factions across the galaxy pick up on the sudden appearance of the fleet on their long-range scanners. War councils convene in panic, and diplomats scramble to interpret this unprecedented event. The Velkari Federation, once dismissive of the human myth, is thrown into disarray. Varnak, the curious scout, is now at the center of a galactic storm tasked with making first contact. The human Armada moves with precision and confidence. Their ships utilize unfamiliar propulsion systems that allow silent, near-instantaneous jumps through hyperspace, catching observers off guard. The technology seems almost magical to alien eyes. Sleek, versatile ships with adaptive defenses and weaponry that can change form based on the threat. Humans demonstrate a mastery of combined arms tactics that blends fleet maneuvers with precision strikes, an art few alien militaries have perfected. First contact is marked by confusion and hostility. Several alien factions, suspicious of the sudden human appearance and fearful of losing their influence, launch probing attacks. The humans respond with disciplined restraint at first, using overwhelming force only when absolutely necessary. They protect their own and advance steadily, showing no fear or hesitation in the face of hostile forces. This resolute response shocks many alien observers, who had expected humans to be primitive or easily intimidated. Among the humans, leaders emerge with sharp strategic minds and charismatic authority. Captain Rhea Calder, commander of the flagship, Aegis exemplifies this leadership. She navigates delicate negotiations with alien emissaries while simultaneously directing battle tactics. Her calm demeanor and unwavering confidence rally her crew and strike awe into opponents. The protagonist Varnak, watching from a Velkari observation post, experiences a tumult of emotions, fear, awe, and a growing respect for the humans he once doubted. He realizes the myths about humanity had only scratched the surface. This is a species forged by adversity, wielding technology and spirit in equal measure. The Armada's arrival also reveals the human ability to rapidly adapt and innovate. When faced with alien energy weapons, human engineers modify their shields, on the fly. When outnumbered, they employ guerrilla tactics in space using asteroid fields and debris as cover. Their tactics combine cunning, creativity, and brutal efficiency, traits rarely seen in other galactic powers. Amid the tension, glimpses of humanity's broader mission become clear. Earth is not simply returning to reclaim lost glory. It is stepping into the galactic stage as a force seeking balance and justice. Humans liberate a small colony held hostage by an oppressive alien regime, demonstrating a willingness to fight for freedom beyond their own borders. This act resonates throughout the galaxy, inspiring hope in some and fear in others. The chapter ends with a dramatic space battle, where humans face overwhelming odds but refuse to retreat. Their determination and technology turn the tide, sending a clear message to the galaxy. Humanity is real, powerful, and here to stay. This arrival changes everything. Old alliances begin to shift, new threats emerge, and the galaxy braces itself for an era where humans will no longer be a myth, but a dominant force shaping the cosmic future. As Earth's Armada asserts its presence across the galaxy, the long-dismissed myth of humanity quickly morphs into undeniable reality. Part 3 focuses on this transition, from legend to living force, and the ripple effects it causes among alien civilizations. It explores the profound impact humanity's emergence has on the galaxy's political landscape, military balance, and cultural understanding. The story begins with the aftermath of the Armada's initial battles. Alien factions, previously confident in their superiority, are forced to reconsider their assumptions. The humans' technological innovations and combat tactics are unlike anything encountered before. The aliens had expected primitive, disorganized warriors, if humans existed at all, but instead find a highly disciplined, adaptive, and determined species. Key to this part is the introduction of human history and evolution, conveyed through flashbacks and intercepted transmissions. Earth is revealed as a harsh and unforgiving death world, where humanity endured countless natural disasters, resource scarcity, and hostile predators. This crucible forged human resilience, creativity, and a fierce will to survive and thrive. Unlike many alien species that rely heavily on specialized abilities or technology, humans evolved to rely on ingenuity, teamwork, and adaptability. This background explains why humans are so effective in combat and diplomacy. They have been tested by adversity on their homeworld for millennia. Meanwhile, the political landscape of the galaxy shifts dramatically. Some alien factions choose to engage humans diplomatically, intrigued by the potential of alliance. These factions see value in the humans' strategic prowess and technological advancements. Others view the Armada as an existential threat, rallying their forces to resist the human expansion. This schism leads to tense negotiations, fragile alliances, and covert plots, underscoring the story's growing complexity. The protagonist. Varnak's role deepens in this part. Having witnessed the Armada's capabilities firsthand, Varnak becomes a reluctant but crucial intermediary between humans and skeptical alien powers. His perspective shifts from doubt to cautious admiration. Through him, readers explore the cultural misunderstandings and mutual prejudices that complicate interspecies relations. Varnak's internal conflict, loyalty to his people versus recognition of humanity's potential, adds emotional depth to the narrative. A pivotal moment comes when the humans liberate a colony under alien oppression, showcasing their commitment to justice and protection of the weak. This action galvanizes support among oppressed species and ignites hope for a more balanced galactic order. However, it also intensifies resistance from entrenched powers fearing loss of control. At the heart of the narrative is the human leadership, especially Captain Rhea Calder and her advisors, whose vision transcends mere conquest. They emphasize unity, diplomacy, and ethical strength alongside military might. Their approach wins allies and wins over neutral parties, highlighting humanity's multifaceted nature. The alien leaders, once dismissive, now grapple with the reality that the humans are not just a military force but a cultural and ideological challenge. The myths they believed are replaced by a living, breathing species whose presence will redefine the galaxy's future. The part closes on a suspenseful note. As humans solidify their foothold, a mysterious alien faction watches from the shadows, plotting to exploit the upheaval. The galaxy's old order is crumbling and new conflicts loom on the horizon. Humanity has stepped out of legend. Now, it must face the realities of galactic power. With humanity's existence now an undeniable reality, Part 4 focuses on the profound power shift sweeping across the galaxy. The arrival of Earth's Armada upends centuries of established dominance, forcing alien factions to recalibrate their strategies, alliances, and ambitions. This section delves into the political intrigue, emerging alliances, and mounting tensions that define this new galactic era. The story opens with the ripple effects of humanity's expanding influence. Earth's Armada does not merely settle for isolated victories. It seeks strategic footholds in key star systems, resource-rich planets, and crucial trade routes. This expansion threatens the power bases of many alien civilizations that once ruled unchallenged. Formerly stable regions become volatile battlegrounds and old alliances fracture under pressure. Some alien factions recognize the shifting tides and decide to embrace humanity, seeing alliance as a means of survival and prosperity. These alliances, however, are uneasy and fraught with distrust. Humans bring new ideas, values, and technologies that disrupt traditional power dynamics, sparking cultural clashes as well as political cooperation. For instance, a faction known for strict hierarchical control might find itself challenged by human notions of individual freedom and collaborative governance. Conversely, other alien powers refuse to accept humanity's rise. They form coalitions aimed at containing or eliminating the human threat before it can destabilize the galaxy further. These hostile alliances employ espionage, sabotage, and open warfare, leading to an era of heightened conflict. Space battles become more frequent and intense, with humans often outnumbered but never outmatched due to their superior tactics and adaptability. Central to this turmoil is the protagonist, Varnak, who now acts as a diplomatic envoy between humans and various alien factions. His unique position bridges cultural divides, but also exposes him to the complexities and dangers of interstellar politics. Varnak's personal journey highlights the difficulties of navigating shifting loyalties, balancing pragmatism with ideals, and confronting prejudice on all sides. At the same time, humans unveil cutting-edge technologies that further tip the balance of power. Their advancements in nanotechnology, artificial intelligence, and adaptive weapon systems astound alien engineers. These innovations provide humans with unmatched flexibility in combat and defense. For example, their ships can reconfigure shields and weapons mid-battle, confounding enemies expecting predictable tactics. The narrative also explores the social impact of this power shift. Within human ranks, debates arise over how far to push their advantage. Some leaders advocate for cautious diplomacy and coexistence, while others push for aggressive expansion to secure humanity's future. These internal tensions add complexity to the human side, showing they are not a monolithic force but a dynamic civilization wrestling with its own ambitions and ethics. Meanwhile, alien leaders engage in their own power struggles, some plotting coups or assassinations to influence the course of the conflict. The galaxy's political landscape becomes a chessboard of intrigue, where loyalty is fragile and betrayal common. Amid these tensions, unexpected alliances form. Some alien factions ally with humans against common enemies, revealing the potential for cooperation despite profound differences. These partnerships underscore the story's theme that survival and progress require adaptability and open-mindedness. Part 4 culminates in a dramatic space confrontation where humans face a coordinated assault from multiple alien coalitions. Despite overwhelming odds, the Armada's combination of technology, strategy, and indomitable spirit secures a critical victory. This battle marks a turning point, solidifying humanity's status as a major galactic power. The part closes with Varnak reflecting on the new reality. The galaxy is no longer dominated by old empires and myths, but a complex, evolving system, shaped by humanity's emergence. The power shift is far from over, and the future holds both promise and peril. As humanity's presence expands and the galactic power balance tilts irrevocably, tensions explode into full-scale war in Part 5, the Great War for the Future. This segment captures the epic conflict between the newly risen human armada and the coalition of alien powers desperate to stem humanity's rise. The story deepens its exploration of warfare, loyalty, sacrifice, and the high stakes involved in shaping the galaxy's destiny. The opening of this part is a dramatic escalation. Multiple alien factions, unified by fear and desperation, launch a coordinated assault aimed at crushing humanity's influence before it can consolidate. Their fleets swarm in vast numbers, employing overwhelming force and sophisticated war strategies designed to exploit human weaknesses. This galactic coalition combines raw military might, advanced weaponry, and years of experience fighting among themselves and lesser foes. However, humans respond with unmatched determination and tactical innovation. Their combat doctrine emphasizes flexibility, adaptation, and teamwork, traits honed by their survival on Earth's hostile death world. Human commanders like Captain Rhea Calder and her strategic advisors orchestrate battles that turn the coalition's numerical advantage into a liability. They employ guerrilla tactics in space, feint maneuvers, and surprise counterattacks that disrupt enemy formations. Central to this part is the role of the protagonist, Varnak, who finds himself thrust into the heart of conflict diplomacy and covert operations. Acting as both an envoy and intelligence agent, he navigates the treacherous political landscape to broker fragile truces and gather critical battlefield intelligence. His dual loyalties, toward his people and his growing respect for humanity, create deep internal conflict, adding emotional weight to the narrative. Throughout the war, stories of sacrifice and heroism emerge. Human crews risk everything to protect vulnerable allies and civilian colonies, while alien factions grapple with the costs of endless warfare. The narrative highlights that this war is not just about territory or power. It is a battle for the future of civilization itself. Technological innovation continues to play a vital role. Humans deploy advanced nanotech that repairs ships mid-battle, AI systems that anticipate enemy strategies, and adaptive weaponry that evolves in real time. These breakthroughs shock and frustrate enemy commanders, who struggle to counter the seemingly limitless human ingenuity. Amid the chaos, the ideological dimensions of the conflict unfold. Humans fight not only to survive, but to reshape the galactic order, challenging centuries-old hierarchies and demanding a new era of cooperation and respect among species. The coalition, meanwhile, seeks to preserve its dominance and suppress the disruptive new power. As the war reaches its climax, an epic showdown unfolds near a critical star system that serves as a gateway to vital galactic trade routes. Both sides commit their best fleets and commanders in a battle that will determine the galaxy's political and economic future. The fighting is fierce, with devastating losses on both sides. In the aftermath, the coalition suffers a decisive defeat, fractured and forced into uneasy peace negotiations. However, the victory is costly for humanity too, with significant casualties that underscore the harsh realities of war. The part ends with a solemn but hopeful tone. The war has reshaped the galaxy irrevocably, but peace and rebuilding will require patience, compromise, and vigilance. The story emphasizes that while humanity's myth has become reality, the true challenge lies ahead, nurturing a future where diverse species coexist and the galaxy can thrive free from old prejudices and fears. The final chapter, A New Galactic Dawn, brings the epic saga of humanity's arrival and transformation of the galaxy to a powerful and hopeful conclusion. After the brutal Great War, the galaxy faces an unprecedented opportunity to rebuild and redefine itself. But the path forward is complex, fraught with challenges, and filled with promise. The story opens with the aftermath of the war's end. The coalition of alien powers, now fractured and weakened, enters into fragile peace talks with humanity's leaders. These negotiations are tense, underscored by lingering mistrust and the scars of recent conflict. Yet, the willingness to engage in dialogue marks a monumental shift. Ancient enemies must find common ground or risk endless cycles of violence. Humanity steps forward not just as a conqueror, but as a potential unifier. Captain Rhea Calder and other human leaders advocate for a new galactic council, one where diverse species, including humans, share governance and resources fairly. This vision challenges old hierarchies and exclusionary practices that kept the galaxy divided. The idea sparks heated debates but also hope among those yearning for peace and cooperation. Varnak, who has journeyed from skeptic to bridge builder, plays a crucial role in these talks. His unique understanding of both human and alien cultures allows him to mediate conflicts and build trust. His personal growth mirrors the galaxy's own transformation, moving from suspicion and fear toward mutual respect and collaboration. The narrative also explores the cultural exchange that blooms. In this new era, humans introduce ideas of resilience, innovation, and empathy, born from their harsh homeworld experiences. Alien civilizations, in turn, share ancient knowledge, traditions, and technologies that enrich human understanding. This cross-pollination fosters new alliances, joint ventures, and scientific breakthroughs. However, the story does not shy away from the difficulties ahead. Deep-seated prejudices and political rivalries remain. Some factions resist integration, clinging to power or fearful of losing their identity. There are still shadowy threats, remnants of the old coalition who plot to reignite conflict and sabotage peace efforts. To face these challenges, the newly formed Galactic Council establishes a multi-species peacekeeping force, incorporating humans and aliens alike. This force symbolizes a commitment to shared security and justice, ready to act against those who threaten harmony. The formation of this council and peacekeepers represents the story's core theme. Survival and progress depend on unity, not division. The climax of this part is both symbolic and literal, a ceremony held on a neutral planet where representatives from countless species gather to ratify the new galactic charter. This momentous event is marked by speeches, celebrations, and solemn vows. Captain Calder delivers a stirring address, emphasizing the hard-fought lessons of the past and the collective responsibility to build a brighter future. The story closes with a sweeping view of the galaxy, a vast, interconnected web of stars, and worlds no longer fractured by myth or fear but bound by a common destiny. Humanity, once dismissed as legend, has become a beacon of hope and a catalyst for transformation. In the final scene, Varnick reflects on the journey, how the myth of humanity has not only been proven true, but has sparked a profound evolution for all species. The new galactic dawn shines brightly, promising that the legacy of this era will be one of peace, cooperation, and shared prosperity.